Well, the American Television Academy announced its nominations for the 71st Emmy Awards. That is happening in September. And while these are American awards, there certainly are Canadian nods among the nominees. Let's bring Yana Adzik to talk about some good Canuck content in this one.
Yeah, well, there is definitely a lot for Canadians to root for when these awards happen, because the nominations are, I'm going to use the word outstanding. Let's talk about the categories, including Outstanding Actress in a Drama Series, as well as Drama overall. We're going to talk a little bit about Killing Eve, because this has definitely done very well in terms of nominations with at least 3. We know that it's up for Outstanding Drama, and 2 of the actors, they're up against each other in this for Best Actress. Sandra Oh and Jodie Comer. You get a look at this incredible, I have goosebumps even watching this scene, because the 2 of them together, it's pretty phenomenal. She is the serial killer to Sandra Oh's much more complicated type of detective role. This is an incredible coup for Killing Eve, definitely. Schitt's Creek is another one from a Canadian standpoint for Best Comedy Series, as well as Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy for Eugene Levy, Outstanding Lead Actress for Catherine O'Hara. They really are incredible individually, but also together as this Rose couple who's come under hard times after being very, very well-to-do. And then you've got Outstanding Contemporary Costumes, which is an important one, because a lot of times people who work behind the scenes, they don't always get props in the same way that the actors do. But for this particular show, the costumes are pretty pivotal. They're important to the actual characters themselves. So good on them, and good on the fact that they've been pushing boundaries when it comes to certainly LGBTQ characters. Okay, so that's Schitt's Creek. And also wanted to talk about Samantha Bee, because that's our Canadian who's up for Best Host of a Variety Program. Should note that she is the only female on the list, because really she's the only female in contention, really, on the scene. But a really quick little side note is that next year we might see someone else on that, because we know Lily Singh has now received a contract to be hosting her own variety show. So maybe Lily Singh's name will be up there next year. We'll have 2 Canadians to root for, but this is certainly a big year for Samantha Bee. Being up there.
A big year for her, so congratulations to all the Canadian nominees. But, you know, I want to talk a bit about diversity. Because last year, the Emmys did get criticized for the top prizes going to all white actors. Sandra Oh nominated, as you say, so obviously a nod to diversity, also a lot of other nominees. But what is it going to look like this time around? Will there be more variety, if you will?
Not as much as you might expect. When you scroll down the biggies in terms of Best Actress or even Supporting, it is predominantly still white. However, there are 2 very important standouts to note when it comes to Best Male Actor. In that category, it's worth noting that Blackish actor Anthony Anderson, he's up for Lead Actor. And then another show, Black Monday, Don Cheadle is up for Lead Actor for that one. So those are some standouts, and also worthy of noting standouts when it comes to limited series for acting noms. When you think of the show, the limited series When They See Us, this is from Ava DuVernay. It ended up getting quite a bit of attention here at the nominations for acting noms for Niecy Nash, as well as Jarrell Jerome. And so this is all based on you know, the quintet that's been labeled the Central Park 5, in some cases now the Exonerated 5. So that is really about the fight for various men accused of a crime and their innocence. It's an important story that a lot of people have been talking about in parallels with the news. And then another one as well in terms of diversity, Pose, because this is an American drama series, but it's all about African American and Latino, trans, gay, and, you know, generally gender non-conforming ballroom culture. That's the scene in New York in the 1980s. So definitely a slice of life that we don't get to see on the screen very often. And also a quick note to just talk about Lead Actress in a Drama Series for Viola Davis for How to Get Away with Murder. So that's certainly not comprehensive. There are others that are out there, but those are the sort of the standouts when we're talking about actors that can at least represent diversity in a much more robust way.